I'm in my beetroot patch, trying to find 1 or 2 beetroot to harvest, ready for eating later on. Oh, goodness. I think that one's ready. And this one, maybe one more. Maybe this one. I've got 3 big ones. You see them? That should do us. Now, when you're doing this next bit, it's advisable to wear gloves of some kind, simply because when we twist these tops off, it's going to cause all manner of problems. Just grab hold of it, put those out the way. Don't wear good clothes, because if you get beetroot juice on it, oh, you will know about it. Now, baby versions of these leaves, I haven't got any here, but the tiny little versions of these leaves can be used in salad. Some people actually cook them. And then you put them in your saucepan, and this one isn't going to be anywhere near big enough, so I'll only be able to cook 2, I suspect. In fact, that's not going to be big enough. Let's get something else. These are just so big. I've never had them this big. I think I'll get those in there. You see? And then we're going to cover them with boiling water. I've previously boiled a whole kettle full of boiling water. Normally you would cover them, but you can actually cook them like this simply by, carry on with my sentence, you can actually cook them like this simply by turning them over halfway through. So I'll bring that on now, bring it to the boil, and then that will take about 30 or 40 minutes. See you then. Right, so we're back. This has taken about an hour and a half, not only to cook, but also to sit in some cold water. So now, with the old gloves on, we need to peel all this skin off. Yeah, I know it's a lot quicker to just go and buy yourself beetroot, but it's just something lovely about preparing it yourself. They're very slippery. That's my dog barking, if you can hear her. She's outside, going doodle-alley at somebody. I'll cut all this off in a minute. This is all the hard stuff that's inside, because they've gone a bit too big. Get it all off your hands. Clean up afterwards. So I like to store my beetroot in Ooh, pick it up. I like to store my beetroot in glass containers because if you store it in plastic, it'll just make a terrible mess. So cut them in half, top and tail them. This one needs a bit of a good top and tail. It will stain your board. You can bleach it. And then just slice it. Thin or thick as you like. Now, we don't eat an awful lot of beetroot like this, because we prefer it pickled and it's just nice to have in winter. Just do that one round there. Just keep trimming off any bits that don't meet your requirements. Still quite warm. I think my head's banging the camera there. And just keep going until you've filled up all your containers. Like I say, if I'm pickling, if you want me to do some pickling, let me know in the comments below. There's another stage to it after this if you want to pickle it for winter. But one of our favourite sandwiches is cheese and beetroot. And if we're using it like that, we always just sprinkle the beetroot with some vinegar. Now, because this does stain plastic, I'm not going to put that plastic lid on just how it is. I let it go cold, then I'll put a layer of cling film or a layer of not foil, because that can have a reaction with it. Yeah, so because it can, get your brain in gear, woman, because it can stain plastic forever, even with the use of bleach, which will help. I wait until it goes cold, then put either a layer of cling film or a layer of silicone paper on the top. Keep trimming off all this rubbish. It's because I've let them get too big. Off we go. And that'll stop it touching your lids and making a mess. As I say, if you want me to show you how I pickle things, let me know in the comments. And I'll do it with the next lot of beetroot. I think we're almost there. So like I say, once that's cold, I'll put some cling film or silicone paper on the top, then put the lid on it. It'll live in the fridge, and it's best to use it within a week, I should think, or maybe 2 weeks, but we love beetroot, so that won't be a problem. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time round. Bye for now.